Oh, I was fully expecting it to come in. It didn't.
No, I already checked that.
Oh, okay. What up, Pete?
What up, y'all? How's it going?
No see.
That's right. Y'all ready to get into this?
Let's do it.
It's been a while. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was lackluster. What up, peeps? Welcome to the Let's Make Out podcast, where we make out all things what?
Love, life, and laughter.
That is right. How y'all been?
How y'all been?
It's been a long
Where
time.
have y'all been? We have been waiting for podcasts from y'all for 3 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Like, come on, where
Y'all
you
just
been?
Left us hanging.
Oh wait, maybe that's reverse.
Sorry.
Yeah, reverse. Our bad.
Our bad. We don't really even have an explanation.
We just jinx Gabriel. Yeah, we just been busy.
We've been living life.
Living life. Yeah, just taking. We haven't had some, we haven't had like sponsored, like reads in the podcast for a few weeks, and we decided just let's just wing it. We had a couple. Yeah. So
it's been a busy few weeks. Okay, let's just say that. But we're here now.
But we're back. Exactly. So let's quit. Let's quit dwelling in the past.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
In her Mace voice.
Yes.
But I think we should just go ahead, and since we're in the singing mood, I think we should go ahead and get in the dancing mood.
Let's do it.
All right.
Cue the music, shot.
'Cause I was ready.
Mm-hmm.
Jinx, get Gabriel.
Right.
Stop talking like me, girl.
Whatever. So what's been going on with y'all? How y'all been? What's been going on with you, love?
Man, jeez.
Lots.
Lots, yeah. So tons of training. Completed the half Ironman in Muncie. Yeah. So that was the second time I've done that race. The first time was in 2018 in July, and the temperature was about 2018. It was like 96, 97 degrees. So hot. Just, humid, sticky. And just made for a very miserable race, aka especially on the run. Mm-hmm. The run was so miserable. But got it done. So this time, it being in October, it was on the 2nd of October. And, it was so much better. Mm-hmm. I was more prepared. I have a coach now, as you guys know, or maybe not know if you're new here. But I have a coach now, so we had a really good game plan. Been training hard. I've been training pretty much every day for 6+ months now. It feels like so. For a long time. So, but that was all in the goal there was just to practice race nutrition. Mm-hmm. Just make sure that I knew how to pace myself, like in an actual race. And so my goal was 6 hours and 30 minutes. I got 6 hours and 27 minutes. I beat every time except for the run. I was off by 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes in the run. It was about 6 to 7 minutes slower than what I wanted to be. But other than that, I beat the swim, I beat the bike. My transitions were good. So the run was brutal. Even my coach called me after. He's like, you know what? That time when I saw you running, I said, "You can't walk, Chad." I walked in the same spot. I'm sorry.
Because your coach was there doing the full.
He was doing the full Ironman. So, so we saw each other on the course on the run. That was the only time we saw each other on the course. But when he saw me going up this large hill, and he was like, "You can't walk, Chad. You got this." That's all he said because he was running the other way. Well, he apparently walked to the same spot because it was brutal. It was just a rough run for Indiana. It was rolling hills.
Yeah.
But we got it done. So it gave me the confidence to know that like I'm there. Like I can do the full one.
How many days are we out? Do you know like the count like that? I don't know how many days we're out. I probably can.
Yeah, we are.
On my app to see when our flight
I think
is.
we're like 26 days out.
Okay.
I think we're like 26 days out.
Yeah. Well, 20 days out from the flight. So about 23 days.
Oh yeah, so about 23 days from the full Ironman.
Oops, sorry, y'all.
So excited. I'm just ready.
Yeah.
been getting, my workouts. I've had 2 long swims this week. I've got a bike later. Got to work out. We're traveling tomorrow through Saturday, so I'll be working out there.
I know.
Even my coach,
he even told me, he was like, "You have to make sure he does his workouts." I said, "I'm on it, coach. I make sure he does his workouts." And we have come too close to slack off now. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna make him get it done.
So I'm tired. I mean, my body's tired. I'm tired, but but my macros did get upped by this like super sexy. Like super delicious, amazingly beautiful macro coach that I know. Her name is Gabrielle Flowers Rader, in case you guys didn't know. Yes. And
shout out to Gabe Fix Fitness.
Yeah, Gabe Fix Fitness. Need a macro coach. There you go.
I'm your girl.
That's right. So
any coach, nutrition.
Exactly.
Coach.
All the stuff.
Just be macros.
But so she hooked me up with like numbers that were better. So I think I was under eating. Mm-hmm. So when you under eat, you cannot perform at your best.
Right.
In life. But especially not if you're training for something big. So I believe I was under eating. Mm-hmm. And also when I was under eating, I also was retaining weight around my waist because my body's in fight or flight at that point. Yeah. So we talked about it, figured out. She came up with some really good numbers for me, and I've felt really good, and even felt like I feel the energy from the getting more carbs, and I also feel the energy from, I feel like even my waist in a few days, because it doesn't take a lot for me to lose weight. Even in a few days of eating.
God. Why don't you make it so men could just lose weight when they blink their eyes? Literally, it takes nothing.
Yeah, I do 100 eye blinks a day, and
lose 5 pounds.
Lose 5 pounds. That's my workout. But yeah, no. So we're there. We're doing good.
Yeah, I'm excited. So excited. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a party.
It is. It's gonna be a party.
We're gonna have a good time. Let's see what else has happened. I don't even remember the last time we talked to y'all. But I feel like something else happened, and I can't put my finger on it. Oh, we celebrated 10 years of vlogging.
Yes.
This past Saturday was our 10-year vlog-iversary of the very first time we posted a Gabe and Babe vlog, which is crazy. I posted it, the whole vlog, on my Instagram, and it was cool, like, reading all the comments and everybody who said, "Man, I've been there since day one. I remember this vlog." Like,
nuts.
Could you can you imagine showing your life for 10 whole years? Like, when I step back and think about it, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's nuts.
It's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? And we don't got no camera crew. We ain't got nobody editing for us. Like 10 whole years.
Yeah.
Of filming and editing, and
it's just wild.
It's just crazy. It's such a blessing. Like,
yeah, it's just
who knew what it would become? But
yeah, but then it's also a blessing just to have those like home videos. I mean, think about it. It's a bunch of home videos, right? Like, but edited down to better, because home videos usually be like horrible. They'd be all over the place.
Right.
Like, this is a home movie that's been edited to be kind of cinematic in a way, and you can see our progression. People even notice like our progression of like, obviously quality of camera, editing, all of those things have progressed because as we've continued to grow and learn. And no, it's nuts, man, because at that point in time I wasn't even entertaining being editing. None of that stuff, because like I had a full-time, that was her thing, and now I do all and I do all the editing, like, so it's just wild, man. Like,
yes, it's crazy, but this is, hopefully it serves as a inspiration that it's never too late to start where you are. Like, we were literally unprofessional as heck when we started, okay? And stuff like that, it only gets better with time. Everybody is a beginner at 100%. Something. Like, it's never too late. If you're out there and you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to get on Instagram, you want to start a blog, whatever, a podcast, it's never too late. You literally never know what could happen if you just take that first step. And that was just our first step.
It's our first step.
And we enjoyed it. We weren't even looking for it to become anything or do anything
there was no expectation there.
Hey, this is fun. Let's do it, So,
yeah, it was wild. It's just wild, the whole journey. But, that goes for anything. Like, if you want to train for an Ironman now. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm 39. Gonna turn 40 next year.
Yeah.
And I've done a lot of shorter triathlons, and I've done I've done 2 half Ironmans now, but I've never done a full. I'm 39. I'm gonna cross the finish line for one at 39. So it's never too late.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? To do anything that you want to do.
Insert whatever activity, whatever goal,
absolutely.
whatever. Yeah.
It's never too late to go all in and give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and believe in you. Believe in yourself and make it happen.
Yeah.
So with that being said, as you're doing things, sometimes you're gonna have some downtime, or you're gonna need to relax a little. So I want to give you something that might help you relax if you're into this type of stuff. And if you're not, it give you something new. So first sponsor here, we've told you about them many, many times. Best Fiends.
Shout out to them.
Okay, that's friends. Just remove the R. So Best Fiends. Okay. I think it's so funny. The first time I ever did an ad for them, it was on YouTube. And I accidentally said Best Friends.
Oh, did you? I don't remember that.
So it was so long ago.
Yeah.
It was one that TJ filmed for me.
Oh, wow. That's
long time ago. And I accidentally said Friends. But it's Best Fiends. I haven't made that mistake in 5 years now, because we've worked with them for that long.
Multiple times.
Exactly. But yeah, so this is a great game, lots of fun. So it's a puzzle game. And that has something fresh to offer, because it just gives you new experiences and new opportunities to continue on in the game. It doesn't end. Like, there's always new things to do. So with Best Fiends, you play through an actual storyline. You complete with the good guys, which are the fiends, and not so good guys, which are the slugs. So your fiends start out as wee baby versions of their future selves. The more you play, the more fiends join your team. And more powerful they become, helping to solve increasingly challenging puzzles as you progress through the game. So it gets harder. It's actually a game, not just something that you think a game sometimes that you need a console, right? You're playing, but like, you can do this all on your phone and have a whole storyline. So it's action-packed, adventure, brain-boosting puzzle game, all rolled into one. And like I mentioned, new content added all the time, so you're not going to get bored. So I think the last level that we're on is like, I think it's on like the 50s, high 50s or like low 60s. I'd have to open up my phone to make sure, but because it gets continually more difficult in the storyline, sometimes you're gonna not make it to that level and you gotta do it again. So that's kind of like the fun challenge of it.
Yeah.
So they literally have thousands of levels, and they keep adding, and so there's always a fresh challenge waiting for you, or whoever's playing, and I think what's cool is it's kind of a break, and it's also like a mental pick you up. So like, you want to like challenge your brain towards to thinking through a puzzle game. It's really good for you to be able to work through that stuff, and so it's that pick me up that might help you move on throughout the rest of your day doing other stuff. But we want you to check out Best Fiends. You can download Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. Again, that's friends without the R, Best Fiends. So check out the app and let us know what you think.
Check it out. All right. What else? I'm trying to think of what else. I don't know. Oh, Siege had a basketball evaluation.
Oh my goodness,
weekend.
he did.
I didn't get to see it because I
didn't get to see it either because
I had an appointment, but Babe couldn't even go in. But I guess at this grade, they evaluate the players and then they place them on the team. So like when he played the first time, it was the kindergarten. Like they just stuck them all on a team. It's whatever. But yeah, I'm excited to see him play this season. We went back and forth about it, and we were finally like, you know what? Let's just let him play. He seems to really be interested in it. He's excited about it.
Yeah.
So I think he's ready.
I think so too, because he Uncle JD was in town this weekend, so Uncle JD came with us, and Gabriel was off with Reagan at a birthday party. So, like, the whole time we're going there, I'm like, you excited, buddy? Well, we went first, bought him shoes first because he didn't have basketball shoes that fit him. So we went to, shoe store, and like, you know, we looked through and he saw these pair. He likes bright colors like I do. But they didn't have his size in the shoe that he wanted. So then we kept looking.
They had another pair that he wanted.
There was like a bright greenish yellow, which, you know, he likes bright colors. He's like me. But we found these all white Giannis, the Greek Freak, you know, from Milwaukee Bucks, like, and they're nice. I mean, they're dope, and he liked them too because they're like the strings are like tight, and then you just do a Velcro strap over the top. So like it, you know, it stays snug on your foot, and you just lock it down with the Velcro strap. It's really easy to slip on and off. He loves that. He's a lazy shoe wearer.
Who doesn't?
I mean, I don't blame him though. Yeah, Zach, I don't blame him. So he was excited. He came out. I was like, "How'd you do, buddy?" He's like, I did good. You know, he's like, I dribbled my right hand, I dribbled my left. He's like, the left was a little bit harder than the right. I was like, yeah, that's common, you know. And then, he said I shot 3 times, and he said he hit 1 out of 3, but the second one almost went in. It just kind of came out. But he's like, and I was like, but you felt good about your shots? He's like, yeah, I just, you know, would practice more. And he hit like 2. He did 2 layups. He hit both of his layups. So excited. I'm excited. I'm just excited. I'm excited because I'm excited for as long as he's having fun.
Yes.
Like, I'm not gonna be one of those parents out there, but like, you know, hey, we're winning the championship of the world today. Keep fighting him, push him, go high. You know, like all, you know, parents be getting a little too.
Parents be
living a little bit too much through their children. Okay.
Into it.
Yeah, a little too much. It's just a little too. Let your kid be a kid. You know, my son is 8 years old. I'm not about to push him like he's going to college next year.
He's about to get drafted.
Exactly. So for us, it's just, I want him to, if he's enjoying it, then I'm down for it. You know, like that's it.
But you know, that's an interesting perspective, because at what point do you get to that? Or do you? Like, when you look at these athletes now, somebody had to push them to be, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, at what point does it become where you're like on him more about it? It's not always about you having fun, but this is something you're really good at, so let's go as far as we can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm wondering. I
mean, I don't know what the balance is there yet, but I mean, like, if, you know, Chad starts showing interest in that way, then in my first instinct would be like, okay, well then we will sign you up for some basketball camps and some skill camps. And maybe we'll even get you one-on-one lessons with a basketball coach and get you working on fundamentals, like on a more deep level. That would be my first instinct.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But to, you know,
I mean, yelling at the game is.
But if he doesn't have that interest, where he's not like really trying to push it to another level, like, because I think kids will know
whether it's their thing or not.
Yeah, like, but at the same time, at 8 years old, do you know? Like, some kids maybe.
I don't know. Did you look at Venus and Serena? At what age was they out there on the tennis court?
But they also talk about how miserable their childhood was at times.
Look at them now. So
I know.
It's kind of like.
What I'm saying is, can't wait to see the movie King Richard.
I know.
By the way,
I want to see it. When does it come out?
Soon, but I don't remember the day. I think it's this year.
Okay.
I can't wait to see that. I think it's gonna be a great movie. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like, I think that.
I'd be curious. Parents out there that have, kids that are athletes, or that you would consider an athlete. Like, did you just let them take the reins on it, or did you have to steer it a bit more to keep them into it? Because I feel like at 8 also, and as a kid, you could have the tendency to be like, yeah, I enjoy it, but I'd rather be doing this. And it's like, well, if you have this talent, perhaps you should take it a little bit more serious. Well, I'll give you an example.
Across the street, I'm not gonna say the name of the kid, but across the street, he has liked basketball from a very young age, right? He's out there practicing every day. Like, I mean, every single day he's out there shooting or dribbling or backs. Like, he's very into being better and better, and he is a good ball player. He was talking to his dad. His interest started around like 9, 10, where he really wanted to like start, playing more and being on a team, and it was less recreational, more of like, I want to really get good at this. Yeah. And then he kind of just, pushed his dad to continue to do things like, okay. I want to go to camps. I want to do this stuff. So I think it's, it just depends, I mean, every kid's going to be different, but I think that, when that time comes, if that time comes, it's just, then I think in that moment, okay, what is a healthy balance,
right,
of where my kid can still be a child, can still be a kid and not professional athlete at 8-9 years old. Like,
True.
so for me, it's like, it's a balance of, I don't want to take his childhood away just because we're hoping he can get a scholarship and then also be a professional athlete.
Yeah. That's not our hope. Like, that's not what we're hoping.
Exactly. So I'm saying,
my only concern is like, hey, you can get this money to go to school.
No, but what I'm saying is, if he's really that good,
yeah,
then absolutely going to foster it, but there's got to be a healthy balance in our, just from us, how we will do it. Yeah.
True.
So
yeah, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. We'd love to hear from people.
To keep the conversation going.
Yeah, from parents that have,
yeah,
them children, them athlete children.
Them athletic children that play every single sport every season, and you have no free time.
Exactly.
Like,
see,
I don't want to become that.
I ain't about to be
trying to, but also it's like you kind of see what sticks, because I think that Siege is so like naturally athletic that he could do anything,
any sport.
So it's like, I want to make sure he has the opportunity to play them all, to see what he really, maybe not football, but to see what he really enjoys. He
would be good at football. Because when we play,
I don't know what it is about football.
Well, because it's a dangerous sport.
It is a dangerous sport.
Because when we play basketball, I do all-time quarterback, like for all the kids in the neighborhood, like in our street. And so it'll be like 3-on-3, 4-on-4. I'm the all-time quarterback for both sides. And, Chad outruns or keeps up with kids that are 12, 13. Because Chad's just that fast.
He is.
And his friend, one of his close friends, is like 10. And if Chad gets the football and starts running, he's not catching it. Chad's going to leave him. Because Chad's very, very fast.
Yeah.
He can jump high. So but he can catch too, though. And he actually can really throw. I've told you to like show his spiral. Like,
it's actually really good.
So he's very talented in that, but I think, he's never really expressed an interest in like wanting to play football. So, we've asked him, but he's not really expressed that. But I know as he continues, because, his friends are going to want to do things, so he's going to be interested.
Yeah.
At this age, a lot of times your friends want to do something, or a friend sees you doing something and they want to do it, and it's like this peer pressure without, I guess, this peer influence, not pressure.
Not like a negative.
Yeah, like a peer influence. Like, hey, my friend's doing it, I want to try it too, So we'll see.
Yeah, like him and his friend, they're doing like a 1 mile run at the high school. So you have to like sign up to do this 1 mile run. And I'm really sad because we'll be out of town, so we won't be able to see it. But his friend's mom contacted me like, hey, is Chad doing this? Because, my kid wants to do it too, but he wants to have a friend that's doing it with him. So I'm excited.
We went and trained one day.
Oh, yeah, he went running with Babe.
It was so cute. It was so cute because we did like 0.6 miles. And we got back, and he was like, man, that was good. I felt good.
Then he told me, he was like, I did 5 miles with Dad. So
exactly.
You definitely did not.
So he said, he told her 5 miles. I was like, no, 0.6 miles. I was like, you did a little over half a mile. He's like, ooh, this is gonna be harder than I thought. And then he said, Dad, how do you run for 2 hours and a half? I was like, practice, buddy.
I'm trying to figure that
practice. I was like, it just takes practice.
Yeah.
So
that's funny.
It's funny. It's but I love it. I just love seeing him grow up and
he's the best.
He is.
Cool.
Well,
we'll get into some questions.
Yep. Let's do the second sponsor real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, before we get into the second questions, to the questions, let's get into the second sponsor. So shout out to HelloFresh. We have talked about them multiple times before. You know how we feel about them, and if you have never heard of us talk about them before, never even heard about HelloFresh, let me let you know what they're about. So with HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. You skip trips to the grocery store, and you can count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. So that's what makes it America's #1 meal kit. So we know, school is back up. Fall is hectic. It's a lot of things going on. And sometimes you just want something easier. You don't even have brain capacity to be like meal prepping and grocery shopping and chopping and all of the things. So now you can focus on getting back into your routine and spending quality time with the family instead of all the time in the kitchen with HelloFresh. HelloFresh offers 50 menu and market items to choose from every week. So including vegetarian, calorie smart, and gourmet options. They have plenty of variety. So like, we have used them multiple times, and
so many good meals.
It's always a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just never know, but we have legit not had a bad meal. Everything has been so good. So
absolutely, super flavorful. I mean,
highly recommended. We told y'all like we keep the recipe cards, so in case we want to go back and make the recipe again, like, so that's helpful.
Absolutely,
but we highly recommend it. And if you want to go to HelloFresh.com/14LMO, you can use the code 14LMO for up to 14 free meals, including free shipping. So take advantage. This is a great deal. Check it out. At least give it a try and see how you like it. You might be like, oh, I might need to be adding this into my routine. You're
probably going to.
I'm sure you will. You know what I'm saying? So go to HelloFresh.com/14LMO. Use the code 14LMO for the 14 free meals, including the free shipping. So let us know what you think.
Let us know. Exactly. If you get any good meals, let us know.
I know, right?
Don't be trying to hold them to yourself now.
Share the info.
That's right.
All right. So I have new questions, you guys.
She does.
I got the Ultimate Intimacy Conversation Starter Box, and I'm excited about it. You guys, we've talked about Ultimate Intimacy before, and it's an awesome game, like an app for, couples to spice things up in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
Make it spicy.
So, they introduced these decks, and I was like, ooh, conversation starters. So let's see. So this has random questions in romance, intimacy, family, finances, spiritual, and miscellaneous. So I think they're all in order. Do you want to pick a topic, or do you just want to pick a card?
Let's just pick a card.
Okay.
That's my thoughts.
Do what you got to do to get what you want.
All right. Okay. You just pick one, or question 1 or 2.
Is it multiple questions?
There's 2 on there.
Oh, okay.
Are
they related questions? No.
No, not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
How can making our relationship top priority help our family? Well, I'm so glad that you asked.
Are you asking? You're asking me this, right?
Oh, am I? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that because we are married and we have a relationship, like, everything, I believe, goes from the top down. Mm-hmm. So if we make sure our relationship is important and we foster healthy communication and we make time for each other and show that to our children, it helps them to see, for one, what a healthy relationship looks like, so that they know what to look for and how to be in their relationships. Mm-hmm. But I think it just makes the whole family run a lot more smooth, because a lot smoother because we're on the same page.
Yeah.
And we've had the time to connect and be on the same page. So when things come up, we can tackle them together.
Yeah.
Like, we are never going to be them parents that say, oh, our kids come first. They just take over and forget about us. No.
Yeah. And that's why I said I'm so glad you asked, because we've talked about that. Like, for us, it's always been, well, we can't forget about our relationship.
Absolutely not.
Just because we have our kids. Like, our relationship, you often hear parents say that the kids are the most important thing. Well, your marriage can be one of the most, I think you can have 2 most important things, right?
Yeah.
Or 3.
I don't feel like it has to be one or the other.
Exactly. So you can say that our relationship is important and our kids are important. Mm-hmm. Like, and because when you forget about and you stop fostering that relationship, like, it can end up being a really bad thing. It can really cause, like, distance and disconnection, and
they're gonna be gone.
We're
gonna be looking at each other.
18 years down the road, they're gonna be going off to college, making
not even 18.
And then if you're disconnected, it is. We're talking about. But like, disconnected at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you have not continued to, like, do the things that made you fall in love in the first place.
Yeah. Facts.
I love you.
I love you.
No cap.
We got no cap.
No cap.
So we got about 15 years. Reagan is 3. So
we got like 9.5 for Chad.
oh gosh, I don't even want to think about him being outside of the house.
And we got like 14.5 for Reagan. It's so sad.
Excuse me, I'm gonna go cry in the corner.
Yeah, sorry. It's so sad. I don't want to think about it. Move on.
You know what? This brings me to another thing that happened. Y'all, this is the Let's Make Our podcast, so we can talk about these things. I was late this month, and I was stressed out.
She was.
Like, sweating bullets, stressed out.
She's never late, though.
And I am never late.
I got snacks.
I was like, where you pull that out of? Like, come like clockwork, sometimes even a couple days early. And I was 4 days late. And I think that this experience solidified that we're done having kids. Because I was really stressed out thinking about starting all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we bought pregnancy tests too.
We bought pregnancy tests. I took a pregnancy test, and I was just like, what is happening? Like, I know we had fun in the Maldives, but that was 2 months ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was stressed.
Yeah, so we're gonna name this podcast "Pregnancy Scare."
Honey, it was legit.
Just so you know,
like,
so it's not clickbait. It's real life.
It was legit a scare.
Yeah,
because it was just. I think it just needed to happen so that I knew for sure, because we've not gotten to the point where we are like ready to make permanent decisions. But I mean, we're almost there. But I think. And I'm speaking for me. I think it did the same for you.
No, I think after the only reason I haven't done, because she went through all of the IVF, she went through all the having our 2 babies and just having surgeries. So I'm going to go through and get a vasectomy. Like I'll go through and do that so that she doesn't have to do anything else. She's done everything she can for our family, and I'm so thankful for all that she did. So for me, I can do that part. I can go get the vasectomy, but I can't do that while I'm doing the Ironman training.
Right.
So I'm going to, as soon as the Ironman's done, then end of November, in December, whatever, I will get that scheduled, make it happen, and then we'll know for sure. But that's that's been the only reason I haven't done it, really, is because we've been training. But this was a confirmation, because we've been open-minded in the point of like,
well, if it happens,
okay, God, let us know, give us a sign of it. But this was our sign of Him saying, knowing our feelings from that point, we're like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I don't know, like I think, and that's what the question made me think about that, because in my mind, because I was talking about this with my best friend, and she was like, I mean, but what's so bad about it? If you did, I think, and I'm like, I think the biggest part for me was starting over and pushing the timeline back. So it's like, we know at this point we have a good 15 years before Reagan is off to college. If we start all over again,
mid-50s for us,
right? Mid-50s for us. This is gonna push me into my 60s. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that it matters. It probably doesn't matter, but my mind was just thinking about all the things oh my goodness, retirement's gonna start later. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to get a bigger car because we can't fit everybody in the car. Oh my goodness, there goes the guest bedroom. Just little stuff like that.
Well, and then, but at the end of the day, like, I mean, it's all a personal choice, right? Everybody has their own reasons why they want more or they don't want more. For us, we're good.
Yeah,
we're good, and some of those factors. So I mean,
but after I was talking to, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was talking to like a group of friends of mine, and a couple of their husbands have gotten it, but they were saying that, once you get it, there's still that period, like they got to die off. So you still got to be cautious after the fact, because, the swimmers are still there. So you got to wait until they all like gone. But yeah, I think I can confidently say that I'm good if we don't have a third.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, if somehow something happens and we come up with a pregnancy announcement, I'm going to have to just cross that bridge when I get there.
Yeah, we know God can do all things.
But it was stressful.
But,
yeah.
He would have to do it. Well, like we said, though, we said that we would never do anything again to assist in the pregnancy.
Right.
Right. We would not do IVF again. We wouldn't do IVF. So if we were meant to have a third, then it will be all God, no assistance
Jesus, okay.
from a doctor, no one, nothing. He will just do it. And he can.
He can.
And we're not challenging him. God, we're not challenging you.
We're not asking for it. But
that would be the only reason that we would ever can be back on this podcast saying we're pregnant.
No, but it was a legit scare.
It was a pregnancy scare.
Definitely was. And it's funny, I had my annual with my OB the next day. And it's funny, she's like, first thing she's like, so how's it going? How you doing? I was like, I am great, because this was about to be a whole different appointment had I not gotten homegirl last night. Because she was like, oh, you know that when you haven't done anything, there's always the chance. I'm like, yes, I know there's always the chance, but still. Right. So anyway. That was a random tangent.
We might have to dodge another bullet after this podcast.
Oh, see.
Because you looking good right now, Shawty.
Can we get to the next question?
Okay, sorry, yeah. Okay.
It's my turn.
Okay. Not that one.
What? I was like, wait, what? I had to register what you said. You going question 1 or question 2?
No matter, you pick one.
Okay. Speaking of children,
Children.
What legacy do you hope to leave your children?
Legacy. I mean, I hope that, I pray that we have built, we've always been believers in, like, that we are champions for, like, for relationships, for marriages and family, and I hope that through all that we've done and all that we're going to do, that there are, that if they want to, that there are opportunities for them to continue on the path of being a champion for relationships and marriage. I feel like that's not something there will never not be a need for people championing, for healthy relationships, right? So if they want to continue on that mission that we've been on, then that would be amazing. But honestly, just the biggest legacy that I think that I want to is that, that I just putting it in them that they can do whatever that their heart desires with hard work.
Yeah.
Hard work, belief, education, learning, so a legacy, obviously,
I pulled up the definition of legacy because I feel like legacy is thrown out a lot, but I was like, well, what is the actual meaning? And it's funny, the very first thing that it says is monetary.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
and
something such as property or money that's received from someone who has died, or something that happened in the past, or that comes from someone in the past. So like that's why I'm in business. That's everything else. But yeah.
I mean, obviously money. I mean, I want to obviously build an empire that allows for us to leave something to our children, right, and to their children, but at the same time, more importantly, if we can instill like a life of purpose for them early, where they know who they are, whose they are, what they want to do, who they want to be from an early age, I would be happy with that. Like for one of my reasons, one of the things.
I don't know that that's possible though. Honestly,
I don't know that it's possible either, but helping foster who they are and steering them in the direction they want to go, maybe it is.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Fostering like who they know, them knowing who they are is an important thing, but also like I don't ever want to put the pressure on my children to feel like they have to know what they are going to be or what they're going to do at this point. Half of us grown adults don't even have that answer. And it's like, why do we put pressure on kids to know, what do you want to be when you grow up? They don't know what they want to be when they grow up. I didn't know what I wanted to be.
They change every day.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes like kids can get into this where they feel like, oh, that's the path they have to take because they've told grandma and grandpa and mom and dad, this is what I want to be a doctor or I'm a lawyer. So they hold on to that, and it may not even be what they want to do or what they enjoy doing, but they feel like, well, I've said it so much,
so I got to do it now.
So I got to do it. And this is something that I've never thought about before. I was actually just reading like an article about it or something of how it can, you know, it's always the go-to default question when you meet a child. What do you want to be when you grow up? And it's like, why not ask them what they like to do or what makes them happy? You know what I'm saying? Because we could subconsciously put this pressure on them to feel like they have to live up to these big bodacious dreams that they had as kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to be a pediatrician when I grew up all my life until I got to college and took my biology class and was like, this is stupid. Nope. How much school do I really need to be a pediatrician? No, thank you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it is something to think about. Like, why is that always the first question we ask? Half of us grown adults don't even know what we want to be when we grow up. Like, why do we expect children to have that answer? Like,
it's a great point. That's a great point.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what they want to be when they grow up, you know? So I also, as a legacy, like, I want them to be financially set, but I don't ever want to pass down something to them that they may not even want to be bothered with. You know how people grow up in the family business and then they're left to take the family business on to something else? What if they don't want no parts of that? And I want them to be okay doing whatever it is that they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Prime example of that, Nick Saban, the coach for Alabama Crimson Tide. His dad owned like the only gas station and entire place in the city where he grew up. Yeah. He was told all his life he was going to take that over when he graduated college. Like all his life. He planned that. That was his plan. And then he got a chance to either go do that, or when he graduated, he played for the football team. But he didn't make it to the next level, and they said, well, you want to be a coach's assistant. Offered him a job, be a coach assistant, and he said, yeah, I'm going to give this a shot. And now look at him. He's 7 national championships later. I mean,
but what if he would have felt so pressured to
step into that role? He would still be working at this gas station in his old hometown. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I love what you said there. It's so true. Yeah, I don't ever want to if we build a business that's something that definitely is going to go on forever, which we hope, then if they want to do it, right, 100% awesome. You definitely have the opportunity. If they don't, it's totally then we need to have systems in place where they don't have to. Right. I mean, simple as that. Like it doesn't. Our responsibilities or our life mission doesn't have to be our children's. They can have their own mission. Yep. They can have their own journey.
They should.
100%.
They should be afforded that luxury to have their own.
We did. Yeah. We got to choose who we wanted to be, and that's what we want to give to them. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. You're a good mom.
Thanks. You're a good dad. Thanks. I'm trying the best here.
Yeah, we just do our best. We just love our kiddos. We want them to be happy.
It's tough. I feel like the older they get, the tougher it gets. It gets tougher. You get into the deeper things, and just doing the best that I can out in these streets. Okay, you gonna do another color? Another color.
Yes, I'll do another color, please. Yes, I'll do another color.
Is it your turn to pick a card? Yeah, yeah.
This one right here. This card is calling me.
Oh, I was like, what song is that you're singing?
Yeah, you know what it is.
Something is calling me.
See, this card was calling me.
This is so I thought you were singing R for a second. Yo.
What was the worst purchase you have ever made? What was your best? Okay.
Is it a question for me or for you?
For you.
Oh. The worst purchase that I've made? Yeah. I've bought a lot of stuff in my life.
Just name one bad one.
Worst purchase that I made. I don't have anything that comes to mind.
I'm gonna say them red bottoms.
Oh, you know what?
Because it's like it was like for nothing. You didn't even wear it. Like it's so funny.
I bought a pair of pumps.
We were in Vegas.
We were in Vegas. This was Chad had to be like one.
And she had been wanting some.
It was
right?
just. You know,
so
you
popular.
feel like it means something to have a pair of red bottoms. And like, honestly, it was just like, ooh, I get to say I have a pair of red bottoms.
And I was excited for her to get some.
And I was so
she
excited
deserved
to
it.
get
And
them.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, we were in Vegas. I was like, oh, I get to shop at the store. It was this whole experience. I did not wear them shoes. I don't even think I wore them once.
No. And she sold them.
I sold them and bought another pair that I've only worn once. They're still sitting in my closet.
It's
to
the
this day.
funniest.
I was looking at them the other day like, I need to sell these stupid shoes.
Like, it's so funny.
That, you know what? That is the worst thing because
you never really used it. Usually,
I never.
You only have about a handful of designer things. You don't have a ton.
Literally,
but like you use all the other ones.
Yeah, the other ones I wear, like my purses, my
Most of them are purses.
my belt, even my Gucci belt. I really have only worn it like 2 or 3 times.
I mean, but
I think it was just the trendy thing, and
yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah.
But three of them are bad or purses,
but,
and you use all of them,
and I wear them. You know what I'm saying?
So
but
it's funny. I thought that was
It was literally the worst because it was purely like I have the money to buy it. Let me buy them so that I could look cool when I wear them. Newsflash, you're not wearing them. So they're just sitting here collecting. Does anybody want a pair of Louboutin sandals?
They're nude.
I did wear them once on our anniversary when we went to St. Elmo's.
Okay.
I don't remember what year that was when we went back to St. Elmo's for our anniversary.
6 or 7
I wore
maybe?
the new sandals.
6 or 7.
And I haven't worn them since. That was 3 years ago. They've been worn once in the 3-4 years that I've had them.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the worst purchase. The best purchase, I hate calling her a purchase, but paying for IVF is at the top of the list.
100%. I mean,
hands down,
the IVF procedure was a purchase.
So yes, not like paying for Reagan, but
we paid for the
process of IVF
to get her.
What happened there? It just disconnected. Okay, I thought the camera cut off, but it just got disconnected. But yeah, that hands down the best money I've ever spent.
100%.
Oh my goodness, the best money we've ever spent.
Yeah, so I mean that's my answer for best as well. I mean that's an easy one. And then worst for me, it's probably the Jordans I've got.
Really?
Yeah, because I bought these Jordans, growing up as a broke kid. Mm-hmm. Always wanting Jordans, loving basketball, obviously loving Jordan, wanting these shoes that came out, but could never afford them. I was never getting them.
Yeah.
I told myself when I grew up and I, was able to, afford these things, I was going to get my Jordans when they came out. That's what I promised myself. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I haven't worn them. You know what I mean? Like I have them, but I'm not wearing them. They didn't bring me the joy that I thought they would.
You think maybe they did for a while and then you just kind of outgrew that?
No, I don't think so. Because
Really?
I still never really wore them. I would be excited to get them.
So concerned with messing them up.
Exactly. Like I was so excited to get them, but I was almost still in my childlike ways of if I would have had a pair, I would have not wanted to crease them up or get them dirty. Mm-hmm. So but then as I've moved on and gotten older, it's like, if they're not comfortable, which they're not, like,
they are the
what's the point?
Shoes.
What's the point of wearing them? Mm-hmm. So I really have gotten but I'm gonna keep the ones that I've always wanted, and if Chad wants them,
pass them down,
then he'll have them. And he's never wanted a pair of Jordans like that, so which is fine. But he'll have them. Retro Jordans will never be out of style.
Yeah.
Like I just never believed it.
Yeah.
So I'll hold on to them, and if Chad wants them, then when he hits size 10.5,
you can have them.
Then they're his, and he'll be able to rock all the shoes he wants. Because that's one thing I do for Chad. I always want him to have quality shoes for school, and that's not so he can be cool or anything other than I remember when not having them.
Yeah.
So I want him to have, so I mean, there's a closet full of quality shoes that he'll be able to wear.
Closet full, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that, but yeah, that was definitely worst because it was for nothing.
Same best for you.
Yeah, same best.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
But, yeah. Let's get into our last sponsor real quick. We had 3 of them on this bad boy. But we're trying to get you all the cool stuff, y'all.
Hey,
So,
I'm trying to help you out.
hopefully you taking advantage of some of this stuff. This one is probably, this is a really cool. I love this one.
So good.
So Uncommon Goods. We've told you about them before a couple times. We've even, I think, worked with them on our vlog. Pretty awesome. So if you're on a mission to be the best gift giver ever this year or just in general, it's never too early to start crossing, off your list and the place that you need to go and shop for, whether it's your mom, dad, teenagers, in-laws, best friends, husband, wife, whatever. Uncommon Goods is where you need to go. It makes it easy to find remarkable and truly original gifts for anyone. Uncommon Goods wants your holiday season. I can't believe the holidays are almost here.
They're like tomorrow.
It's crazy. So because of that, and they're almost here, Uncommon Goods wants your holiday season to be stress-free. So check out their selection of thousands of items today. We found there's so much stuff on there. Literally, you can just search something in there. We bought a wine making set, and they had like 4 or 5 different wine flavors that you can make, like types. So like a Chardonnay.
We need to make that wine.
A Pinot.
We've had it.
We need to make it.
That, yes.
It's a Cabernet because that's Gabriel's favorite. So I bought the Cabernet so that we can make that. I've got a rum maker where we can actually make rum.
I bought you some flavored coffee.
Flavored coffees, which was really good.
They were really good.
Like, literally, you can type something in there and you can make your own craft. It's not only alcohol. We're naming alcohol and coffee here, but they have so many things on there.
Yeah.
So you definitely need to check it out. But again, who knows what the holiday season is going to look like, the shopping this year, and true, if you even want to get out and deal with crowds, right? And Uncommon Goods is easy way to go online and you can get stuff, sent right to your door, but they do sell out fast. So biggest thing is, if you're interested, you should go check it out now. Well, finish the episode and then go check it out. But yeah, so they have art, jewelry, kitchen stuff, home and bar, literally something for everyone. High quality products, unique, often handmade or made in the US. But they have some of the most meaningful, out of the ordinary gifts anywhere. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $2.5 million to date. That's awesome. It's pretty amazing. So to get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/LMO. That's uncommongoods.com/LMO for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. Ain't that the truth? Okay. But yeah, so check them out. Jinx, Gabrielle.
All right, do you want to do one more question, or we want to do Ask Gabe and Babe?
Let's do one more question, and then we got to get packed. We got other things to square away, but we've enjoyed this time. I promise
we'll be back with the Ask Gabe and Babes next episode.
That's right.
I promise you, because they are coming in.
Yep.
Did you just pick a card, or did I just pick a card?
So you need to pick a card to ask me.
I got to pick a card to ask you. Okay.
You always trying to get me to give you questions.
Whatever. Give me this card. Ooh, intimacy. What type of physical touch says I love you? It says I love you to you.
Well, beep, 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 beep. I was saying it, but the thing was censoring me out. What the heck, man? I really love when you beep my beep.
I think those are so funny when they do. What is the show that they do that on?
That's on.
Is it Kimmel?
Kimmel, yeah, the unnecessary censorship. Yes, yeah. That whenever you do that beep on the, when you're on your beep, it's the best thing that I've ever, beep. Like, it's so amazing.
That's hilarious.
No, I would say, just. Trying to be non-sexual here.
You even know how hard that is.
I think just for you,
for you.
I know.
Oh.
Well, I'm saying when you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When you come up and you give me you initiate a hug and a kiss.
That feels good.
It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm the more affectionate person, So when she does that, It feels good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You feel love.
Feel love. Girl, you just look so dang good.
Thank you. I'm trying to think. For me, like, physical touch is not like it's not high on my.
It's sexual.
What?
It's sexual for her.
It's sexual for me. Well, babe, shut up.
Look at you. Was like, well.
I'm trying to think. Like, not sexual. Probably like, I don't know.
I slapped the booty.
You do that all the time.
I do.
Yeah.
But I love you all the time, too.
I know you do. I don't know.
She's not a physical touch person.
I'm not a physical touch person, so I'm just thinking, like, maybe when you hold my hand, but that seems silly. I mean, I don't know.
It doesn't have to seem silly.
I don't know. I don't have that answer.
It's how I put my hand to your face.
It's absolutely not. Don't do
I don't
it.
rub your back because I'm kissing you.
Please do not rub my back. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I do not want you rubbing on my back. It is the worst.
Oh, come here, sweetie. Come here, baby.
Oh, I can't
got you
stand it. I can't stand it. I cannot
That's
stand
the best.
it. Probably just holding my hand, I think.
Yeah. I'll be grabbing that hand. Like, give me that hand, woman.
You know.
I don't do that now.
Anyway, so this is cool. I like this deck.
Yeah, no, it's cool. We got
we'll have to keep this one.
A lot of questions left.
Rotation. I mean, like, it's thick. Thick. And I'm going to separate the ones we've already done. Smart. So that we don't ask the same question.
Yes.
But yeah.
But with that being said, we appreciate you watching or listening or both. We would love if you would keep up with us. Twitter, you can go to Let's Make Out Pod. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, Let's Make Out Podcast. You can email us at Let's Make Out Podcast at Gmail with any questions, comments, but also Ask Gabe and Babe. So hashtag Ask Gabe and Babe in the subject line. If you want to be anonymous, please let us know you want to be anonymous, or we're gonna say your government name. But we
won't put your full government.
Not full government name, but
close enough.
Your first government name. But no, we would love for you to keep up with us. We'd love for you to rate and review this podcast wherever you are listening or watching. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed.
Come on over and watch us on YouTube, you guys.
Gabe Babe TV. You can watch out 3 days.
Let's Make Out Podcast.
Well, I was going on to the next thing. I already said that.
Bad.
Yeah. I was moving on.
That's what happens when you're not really paying attention.
Right, exactly.
But you try to interject.
So yeah, come on over to, obviously, watch us on YouTube if you're not on Let's Make Out Podcast, but also come over to Gabe Babe TV. 3 days a week. We post a unscripted reality vlog, just family fun. Yeah. And we'd love to have you as part of that family as well.
Absolutely. If we made you laugh today, share the podcast with a friend who could use a laugh.
Please.
All right, guys. We love you, and we'll see you back next week.
That's right.
Bye.
Deuces.
Cool.
Good job, Shawty.
Let's go pack.
All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.